My tears are what? My eyes are watering. I don't know why. Do I have allergies? I think I have allergies. What the hell? Yeah, going for speed exhausts me, and so it seems I can't type for as long. And this is obviously like pretty expected, considering that this is a new keyboard layout for me, and my muscles are not quite adjusted to typing intensely on this particular keyboard layout. Immediately, the thing that I'm noticing is that the NS roll with my pinky and ring is something that I don't have trained as much um compared to just I don't know, compared to anything. It's just I don't have it trained as much. So what ends up happening is like my fingers just get fatigued. S and N, as well as my left hand, like my left hand too. I think this is where the magic keys are gonna the top left and top right magic keys are gonna come in useful, because um after I actually train the layout, I'm gonna be able to kind of fix some things about them. So for example, my magic keys, the rules for them are pretty simple. It's essentially just repeats and same finger bigrams fixed or removed. So both magic keys have repeats on both sides, but the repeats are dependent on the side that the repeat is going to be on. The repeat rule is going to be on is the side that it's optimal for it to be on. So if, for example, I'm not going to have the I repeat for words like skiing, on the same key, because that's just going to create a same finger bigram. So I'm going to have it on the opposite key instead, right? So that's number one. Is I have repeats on these keys for the optimal locations, and number two is removing the same finger bigrams. So the biggest bigrams that I've noticed that I personally, because again this is based on my own personal usage, of the computer, GY, PY, CY, WY. It all goes into Y and then in YC. So CY and YC, and similar on the other end, MT and TM. There's some other same finger bigrams, but that's kind of the main ones that make things kind of slow. Also MD, I actually have on X. So if I press DM. So if I press D, X becomes M, and this essentially, yes, it creates like a sideways pinky motion, which some people may argue is not that good, but I'm really used to pinky usage, so that's why I have my magic keys on the pinkies and not like on a left thumb key or anything like that, although there's other issues with having a left thumb key as a magic key. But I could totally move this key down to the left thumb key just fine, and that would give me actually kind of less possibilities, because of the P magic key. So like P and magic, same thing, like not same thing, but like sequence of the P and the magic key would create a kind of uncomfortable stretch if it were to be on the thumb for me, if the magic key was to be on the thumb. So I personally don't prefer it. The same as with a Y and G as well. It's also gonna create a scratch. So I am on a row stagger keyboard, right? On a standard row stagger, and the overlay does depict pretty accurately where my keys are positioned relative to like where like I'm typing them. So I do have like a wide mod installed here. So like, yes, I do have like a few symbols here in the middle, which I don't use as often, but yeah, it's essentially like what my environment looks like. Actually, does it? Wait, because it's misaligned. The R key is misaligned. So technically it's not perfect, but yeah, the R key is a little bit more to the left. But yeah, that's just like a nitpick. But yeah, for the SFBs, yeah, it's mostly just all the same finger diagrams that go into the Y. That's the biggest change, I think. And it does slow me down quite a bit. DM as well is quite slow. WY very slow, right? DM, WY, MT, TM, DK, and yeah, DK I think is also one, or KD, either one. But on the consonants are just a little bit less common, so I don't place as much priority on them for the magic as I am on the vowel side magic. But yeah, overall, I am not yet using them that much. Right now, I think I'm only going to use the magic for what? Which one was it? There was one word that was kind of annoying. It's got a double O. School, I think. Yeah, I think it was school. I mean, all of these are kind of annoying. Double O in general is kind of annoying. So with the magic key, with the magic key, what's gonna happen is, so for luck, for double O in general, I think actually. I mean, it depends actually, doesn't it? Yeah, because K, no, it doesn't. It doesn't depend for double O in particular. So I could have repeat on both ends, I think. Let's see. No, okay, so I really did optimize it. Okay, I really optimized the magic to where it's actually LH. The left magic is LH, the right magic is OO. Yeah. Okay, I'm the magic is so difficult. The magic is really difficult to utilize. Oh, it's nice. Okay. My 50 plus hours of analysis actually paid off because that was like the best first initial test I've done for how like the words actually feel when typing. That is amazing actually. Holy hell. So it's an outward roll essentially. For good, for example, it's GOOOD. So it's literally just wow. Okay. It's just a roll. That's amazing. I love that. I actually love that. Um let's see. What else can I use my magic for? Uh let's try for some SFBs. Okay, apparently these are not common. Let's try with these. Energy, happy, copy. Okay, already I'm noticing something interesting. The interesting thing I'm noticing is just how easier it is to type these words. So first I'll do it normal. That was normal. So now I'm gonna type it with the magic. I'm not used to it yet, but just seems so much more comfortable with the magic. Yeah, that is really comfortable. Wow. Wow. So I think my index should, so ergonomically speaking, I think it does not actually make a difference. Speed wise, I think it does make a difference. Now it is obviously not that big of a deal. It's tiny difference for this SFB, but just because these words are easy to type, right? These words are very easy to type, so it makes no difference really in reality. But um, let's see this word now. Happy. Just gonna type it normally. Okay, now I'm gonna type it with my magic. Okay, now I'm gonna type it with magic. Now because there's a so there's PY and there's PP. So in reality, there's not a single finger that's doing the same thing twice. There's not a single finger that's being used 2 times in a row. So PP is not being done by the same finger, nor is PY being done by the same finger. So, or same fingers. Um, same finger actually, yeah, same finger. So altogether, PPY is done by 1, 2, 3 fingers, but 3 different fingers as opposed to uh, PPY, as opposed to just 1 finger. So that is actually a crazy improvement because PPY is a same finger trigram, right? Same finger trigram is same finger trigrams are much more rare, but they still occur even in this common word list of the top 200 most common English words, which is like a crazy discovery here that I'm having, because like obviously I don't want to type happy where more than half of the word is typed with the same finger, with 3 of the letters in a row being typed by the same finger. So it is great. I love like how I've set up my magic. It's unexpectedly good. I'm sure there's flaws in my magic, but it is something I'm going to tweak over time. However, with how much analysis I've done so far into like English words and trigrams and bigrams and the setup that I have in particular here, this might be already pretty close to perfect for me personally, at least. Because obviously some element of it is subjective. I've already looked into the objectively correct magic setup for Knight, as well as some other ideas that are also like statistically good, but in practice are kind of bad for me personally. Um, and I think that's just mostly because of the corpus that some of the analyzers use, because of the corpus that some people use. Maybe, uh, like there's all those fucking factors where you don't really know like what these analyzers or people are getting their information from. So the absolute best way to optimize not just like a keyboard layout, but also these magic keys for your keyboard layout is to just literally spend the time checking everything manually yourself, making your own analyzer to test for this shit, making a spreadsheet with all the different data and statistics, all that kind of shit. Whether you're optimizing your keyboard layout, whether you're making your own keyboard layout, whether you're, you know, obviously use your own corpus if you're using a keyboard layout, or use your own corpus, if that's something that's important to you for the magic. But my magic is kind of minimalistic. It's not doing anything crazy, so my magic is fine for me at least. for now at least, until I discover maybe some other possibilities for it. But so far, I want to keep it minimal and pretty easy to utilize. And so far, yeah, it's pretty easy. So now let's try typing happy with every finger. Or like different fingers being utilized. Like, let's see what it feels like. It feels amazing. I'm alternating between this magic and this magic. So I'm typing it like this: H A P P Y. That is awesome. I love that. So the only restriction in terms of speed for how quickly I can type this word is based around how quickly I can alternate the fingers, my pinky fingers from one key to another. But ultimately, there's realistically going to be no delay, unlike if I were to do H A P P Y with the same finger. PPY really just creates that massive delay in the word. Obviously, you can probably learn to do the sequence, this trigram, really quickly, right? But let's try it. Let's compare. Actually, I'll do this first, and then I'm going to compare PPY with magic and without magic. Okay, so copy does not seem to be as good. I think it still eliminates the same finger diagram, but there's a bit of like a redirect going on, which is a bit slow. Yeah, there's a bit of a redirect going on, which is a little slow. I'm not sure if that's just me or if it really is slow. Let me think about this. So copy by default is slow, it seems on Knight. Even without the magic. I did not use magic here. Okay, so let's try it with magic now. Okay, I can get like 88 words per minute with magic. Let's try it without magic, because this is fine. It's just like redirects. If it's just a redirect, it's whatever, right? I can maybe master that. But let's see what it's like now with the same finger diagram instead. Just typing normally as quickly as I can without mistakes. Mmm. Hmm. Ah. Interesting. So yeah, no, I mean PY is naturally slower, like with no magic. With no magic, PY is inherently slower. I know that. I can just feel it, right? I can just feel it. The same finger diagram is naturally slower than just using the magic. However, it is more comfortable because it's my index finger being used as opposed to my pinky. So there is a bit of a trade-off. Is the trade-off worth it? For this particular word, maybe not. I don't think so. But it's an option. It's an option. And that's essentially my goal. That is essentially my goal with my magic keys is I want there to be these options so that I can then optimize my typing, and then by the end I will be able to remove the rules that I don't use. I'll be able to remove the rules that are bad, and I'll be able to maybe make space for better rules. And then ultimately, maybe end up making some actual word shortcuts. But I think I would like to have a separate key for my word shortcuts. I wouldn't want a I wouldn't want to build in, like word auto completion into my magic keys, like B for because or BE for because or anything like that, because I just prefer typing. I just prefer normal typing, even though it would be nice. It would be nice to have a because key. It would be nice to have a the key. It would be nice to have a, I don't know, some other key as well. Maybe like and the because, you know. But it's not typing. It's not gonna be typing, and it is gonna probably get detected on the most like typing sites. And I do like typing. I am very competitive, so I do care about like not being flagged as a cheater, you know. So this is not cheating. Luckily, fortunately, this is not cheating. We're just basically rebinding the keys dynamically, which is fine as far as the cheat software is concerned in these websites. So, okay. So, okay, we came to our conclusions. We learned that magic is way easier to use than I thought. It's also way it's also just way more cool. Like the fact I can just what was that typing before? I'm not too sure, but let's see school again. I think it's really cool. HOOL. So I wonder, would I be able to type HOOL? Because the thing I think would extend or like improve the functionality of the magic keys is if each magic word or each magic key preserved its most recent state, most recent applicable state. So no, no resetting or just not working at all if the previous letter was typed and it is not part of the rule set for the given magic key, but instead it preserves its state. So let's see. No, it does not. So unfortunately, it does not. Okay. I don't know how to make it do that because I think that's going to involve a bit of QMK programming. But essentially, the idea is that if there is a same finger skipgram, like on the word copy, no, what am I thinking? No, not on the word copy. It was the other word, I think. That had a same finger skygram, skipgram, skip. Uh, no. Okay, that is probably it. I mean, not even an hour of typing. Did I even hit 100 words per minute? No, I didn't because I got tired. My hands got tired. Maybe now they're a bit rested. Let's try it now, whilst my hands are rested. It's gonna be so annoying if I come close again. Yeah, no, I'm way too tired at this point. Look how many mistakes I made. Wow. Way too tired. And the noise from the background is also distracting me now, which is even less ideal. So, what is my PB? Like 100? 99, I think. Let's make it 100. Oh my god, I'm making these typos, dude. Like, I can't type anymore. This is way too like that. They need to be okay. So I need to split this stuff up into like 30-minute sessions at the most if I'm going for speed, because my hands cannot handle this. I should have stopped like half an hour ago. Like, I can do it, but I'm just making the mistakes. Should I turn off the error mode? I should, right? Let's turn off the error mode. That's gonna help me hit it, right? Maybe also max confidence. Where is max confidence? Confidence, yeah. That's interesting because I really went for speed here. Really went for speed. And I still somehow got raw 103 words per minute and 92. That's insane. So mistakes don't get punished as much as they should be. But yeah, I need to not do this. The issue is I'm actually slower this way. Like, and the no quit fun box is active. Bruh. Like, it makes no sense for me to have the no quit either because I'm going for speed. The issue is the cursor is also distracting me, so the thing face. And also just the fact, yeah, no, I'm not in a mental state to do this right now. Even the fact that, like, oh my god, I'm gonna hit my PB is throwing me off. Like, I'm actually, like, excited for this. Oh my god. This is impossible. Like, at this, I'm not focused enough. Like, it's so annoying. Like, how am I meant to do this if I'm not able to focus? Okay, I'm gonna leave it until 1 hour. Once the 1 hour mark passes, I'm gonna stop. That was not a bad run. Like, my raw words per minute is 104. So if I made no mistakes, I would have had 104 words per minute. But obviously, I need to go much faster than that and much more accurate than that if I want to reach this. So, um, interesting. Okay, and 1 hour passed. I'm gonna go one more, just a bonus test because I kind of did not expect to not be able to do another one here. Yeah, no, it's way too long. 1 hour is way too long. Like this, like solidified it. 1 hour is way too long for this. Um. Okay, that's it. That's a good attempt, I guess. Let's see the attempt. What was the PB? Um, current settings. No. So here we can kind of see some of my stats because I actually didn't use monkey type much for um Dvorak. So my average was like what for Dvorak or Dvorak, however you want to pronounce it. I think my average was like yeah, like 130, but that was on monkey type, and that was a long time ago, to be honest. That was long after I've done training. The time when I trained the most was like around here, somewhere around here. Like that's when I stopped using monkey type too. I think I started using some weird mode as well. So this is all settings, right? All time, all, and all time. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, I was definitely doing some weird things here. That's why I saw no more further improvements after this. But this is on this is words 10, so it's not even that that I want to look at. It's time 15, I guess, something like that. Where I kind of had yeah like 160 words per minute. That I could do in like basically consistently, but it's not represented here because I don't know what I was doing here. Honestly, did I have like punctuation on or something? Like I have no idea what I was doing here, but like because like why would I be typing at? Oh, was I doing quotes? Maybe I was just doing quotes or something. Maybe that's why my speed went down. That would actually align with what I'm planning to do now, though, which is to do quotes after like 130 words per minute. But this is a nice improvement here. Let me just do this. What is this? Language English 1K. Um. Oh, this okay. Okay. This is interesting. This is a nice improvement though. Um. Nice graph. Nice small graph. Not consistent. Not consistent improvement, but um. Let's see. Current settings, but also words. Time. I think 30 and 60 are kind of reliable, to be honest, right? I'll even do 120. 120, why not? Personal best. Normal, expert, master doesn't really matter, does it? Punctuation on and off. Not that I use punctuation yet, but okay. Fun box. Um, all fun boxes because I've not used any fun boxes which are not serious, to say the least. Night layout, yes, specifically night layout. English, all because of yeah. And here's most accurate. Here's my most accurate graph. So this is where I started, right? Yeah. So my restart rate is around 50%. It's pretty low. Yeah, it's pretty low actually because there's definitely times I don't need to be restarting still. I know that like the highest speed typists do restart a lot, but I don't know if it's good. I don't think it's good. Like if you restart whenever there's like a slow word or something, uh you're just avoiding the problem, right? You're just avoiding the problem. Like you can't be avoiding the problem. If you're not good at typing a certain word, don't skip it. Just get good at typing it. And then if you can't good at typing it, maybe consider I don't know, a magic key or something, right? Just to get over the hurdle essentially. Because I don't know, I feel like if someone were to be into typing, they might wanna type more efficiently, perhaps. I don't know, that's just my guess. My very ignorant take. Uh Let's see. Okay, so I'm currently, yeah, at most, this stuff is more recent, right? 80 to 99. This is more recent stuff. Most of the hurdle was here, especially here. 60 to 69 words per minute. This is the most difficult hurdle to get past. Not quite sure why. Not quite sure why, but this was the same for me on QWERTY as well. Before I got into like 90 words per minute range, like between these two, I was like 85 to 95 words per minute on QWERTY, and this looked more or less the same. It's just I did use a different website at the time. I think I used TypeRacer. Maybe TypeRacer. Maybe it was 10 Fast Fingers. Yeah, it was 10 Fast Fingers. Yeah. Okay, so average words per minute, yeah, pretty low. Highest raw word per minute, 104. So yeah. Highest words per minute, 99.4. That's crazy, to be honest. But wait a minute. Wait a second. This means I could get 100 words per minute on time 15. No? Okay, so I'm actually gonna type for a bit longer. Wait a second. Let's save this as a preset. I love this option. Why don't they allow spaces? That's funny. Okay, all night learning. Okay, so 15 seconds. I think I can hit 100 on 15. I think that was my original goal as well. That was such a fail. I'm still tired from the typing for an hour. Whoa. Oh, that was close. If not for Nation. If not for Nation. If not for the Nation typo. Ooh. Huh. Bro, it's teasing me, dude. It's 9.97, dude. What? So it's literally just if I don't make one typo. Again, if I just don't make one typo, part. What was the other typo? Part or lead? Which one was it? Part, pert, or yeah, something here. I also really prefer correcting. Yes! Somehow I did it. That was a terrible run, but I somehow did it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Finally, 100 words per minute. Wow. But that's only for, a 15 second. I think for 30 seconds, I should also be able to do it. Almost, almost. Let's fucking go. Okay. Okay. So next time I'm gonna do 60 seconds to 100 words per minute. Whew. That was awesome. That was awesome. I enjoyed this a bit. This was also a very nice discovery with the magic. Very nice discovery with the magic. That these options that I have with the magic are actually decent, especially for these more awkward words like copy or school. Okay.